been told to let it go. Beauty will follow the path you deny it, so don't lead and leave a trail to follow. Though beauty just sings of the flesh, through touch and mouth spirits and locks my heart, I confess. Blinded and beaten, surrendered to beasts I suppress. All the while, its tendrils pump dopamine, give me that feed fix. It knows I can't resist. Resist, resist, resist. Beauty will draw every breath till you cannot stand to sing and have no burned offerings left. Finding no warmth in the embers, though they burn so fresh. Drinking into dreams. Each night I lose you and wake to that perfect visage, haunting me just enough, sweet until I trust again. Oh temple, oh spirit, oh scribe, the statue, the passion, my
Hello, chat. What is up? I'm cleaning my glasses right now. Every time I go live, I realize how fucking disgustingly filthy and nasty my glasses are because the lights are so bright. So if you're typing in chat, I cannot read it. I actually think the problem is that my lens cloth is like dirty. I don't know. I don't know. I hate them. There is no good solution to cleaning glasses because my lens cloths get all nasty. And I feel like if you wash them, they still suck somehow. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Does the laundry detergent fuck with them or something? That's my vibe. That's my hypothesis. That is how I feel. I can tell, First Make Hate, I can see that you are saying something. I cannot read it. Dish, soap, and paper towels, coward. I think Grumps would have a heart attack if I did that. I do not think he would be okay. And he's probably judging you. Alright, what's up? What's fucking going on? We're here. I can see you now. What was for dinner? It's actually... No. It's dinner time, right? Definitely people have eaten dinner at this point. Dude, use hand soap and air dry? Why are y'all washing your glasses with soap? That seems messed up. I have this big Equate lens cleaner. That is so fucking loud. Oh, the cloth. Oh, okay. Okay. That makes much more sense. I was like, who the fuck has time to air dry their glasses? That is actually crazy. You clean the cloth. Yes. Ooh, crisping up a rotisserie chicken for dinner. That sounds great. I had chili. And I'm drinking, check this out, CC Lemon. Best day of my life. I love CC Lemon. They, well, no, it's not new. They did not open a new Asian grocery. I went to an Asian grocery that's probably been here for 12 years. a different one, and they have so much CC lemon, but you can't. I want to just buy it by the case because it's like I'm obsessed with it, and it's not available. Buffet for a late lunch, not having dinner. Okay, that's valid though. I would still be snacking for real. Trying to decide if I should text my friend and tell her off for being a twat. I mean, I want you to for the plot because I want to know how that shakes out. But, you know, I'm definitely a fan of just getting it, laying it all out on the table, letting somebody have it if they need to be had. And otherwise, it's just like, otherwise, you're just going to resent it, right? Oh my god, so good. CC Lemon is like if Sprite wasn't lemon lime and it was just lemon. If people tell you to get like any other Japanese drink, don't listen to them, get CC Lemon. You don't want to deal with it. Yeah, I understand that too. Especially because I know it's like it's a work thing. I had Friday off of work. It was amazing. I do not want to go back. Ever. Literally ever. I've been working probably like 60-hour weeks since... God, like probably February? No, March. I thought after 420 that it would like kind of even out, and it really hasn't. It has not. Yes, ass tattoo Fridays. Yes. I was out getting my tattoo on Friday. That was fun though. Weirdly, my tattoo artist had Glee on while they were doing my tattoo, and it was kind of fun because it was like I wasn't like a big Glee fan when it was coming out, not one of those gays, but I'm familiar with it just as part of the gay culture and being around a bunch of people who were like obsessed with it, right? So it was a good balance of like songs that I knew, even if they were being sang in like a cheesy show choir way, and then like goofy ass drama like on the show, and then also like the lore between like all of the actors and stuff. So it was fun. It was a good distraction. And then we watched an Ocean documentary and started also a Jane Goodall documentary. Overall, it was a good time. But it hurt. This side hurt way less than the other side. I think because I was on my period in January when I got the first side of this tattoo done. And like I've heard before people saying that tattoos hurt more if you're on your period, which I don't understand why that would happen. But I thought it was just one of those things that people say, you know, like people say like, oh, don't go swimming 30 minutes until like 30 minutes after you've eaten or whatever. But that's just like, there's no reason. People just say that. I thought that was the same kind of thing. I don't know. Maybe it might be true. It might be true because it definitely hurt a lot less. But there are some spots on your ass cheeks that I don't recommend. I do not recommend being tattooed. And I did notice today that it is not symmetrical in spots. And we spent a decent amount of time trying to get the stencil to be symmetrical to the side that was already done. And I think it's like good enough in my opinion, but I was noticing if you're looking at it like straight on, there's one section on the fresh side that's higher than on the other side. I don't know. I'm not the kind of person where that would like drive me crazy, but it is definitely there. I might be able to show you. Oh, okay, do you guys want to take a nap? Do you guys want to take a fucking nap on stream? That sounds fucking good to me. But what did you guys do this weekend? First mate Kate. Hal. Grumps. I know Grumps is here. I know he's lurking. He's playing Marathon. I feel like I need to move myself over a little. Like, chat is, like, on me. Soap on glasses is fine. Air dry after. It'll just be like daycare. How fun would that be? Wait, that would actually be fun. Nothing. Honestly, that's a great fucking weekend. Enjoy that shit while you can, because someday you'll be old and you have to do shit all the fucking time on the weekends. Applying for jobs and not getting anything. I've heard it's hard out here for a pimp. It's hard getting jobs. I'm lucky I like walked ass backwards into the one that I have. Did a photo shoot and lots of crochet. Yeah, you were saying that the photo shoot was really cool. You made bread? No bread pictures in Discord? That's fucked up. You hate us? Okay. That's fucking weird. You just graduated last month. Yeah, are you trying to get a job like in your field that you graduated? Or just like anything? Hello, beautiful Belle. How are you? Welcome to stream. We're just chit-chatting here. Hope you're having an amazing day. It's been pretty good. I've been coding all day. I did get to play in my garden a bit. The loaf didn't turn out as pretty. Oh, got it. Don't remind me. I'm so sorry, Hal. Oh, you're gonna mop the kitchen. Do you have the robot mop, or did we just get you the robot vacuum? Belle's doing well. Very good. I got the very last of my seeds planted today, and I transplanted the last of my native stuff. I don't know what any of it is. It's too little for me to like tell what it is. So hopefully it survives. Your field got destroyed thanks to AI, so anything. Yeah, honestly, I mean, I'm a developer, so I'm in the AI trenches too. It's scary. Hold on. The mop. Okay, you mean the mop would be awesome when you have a house. Got it. Yeah, it's worrying for sure, the AI. And I also saw that I don't know if you guys are like if you guys are news readers, but I did see that we're considering, like, the government is considering, like, purchasing stake in OpenAI. And that's definitely concerning. It's just like a bailout with extra steps. Like, do you remember when Obama bailed out the auto industry and everybody was like, wow, that's such a stupid ass idea? And now we're just like doing it, but rebranding it with AI companies. It's kind of scary. Oh. Making sure I don't have a cat behind me. Oh no. Oh no. Uh-oh. Chat, you're being bad. Okay, hold on.
Whoa, I can't stand that.
Okay, hold up. They did the big, beautiful bill. I need to pull up my actual... I never have my YouTube moderation open because, like, YouTube's usually chill, but I guess you guys want to be crazy today. Okay, chat, I'm sorry you can't be on screen for a sec. Oh my god. What happened to chat? Someone in YouTube chat just showed up and said the N-word. So I have to go fix it really quick. I'm so sorry. God, how do you even do this on YouTube? They are like so... They are so... Like, their dashboard is garbage. Belle, what the fuck? It was not Belle. It was not Belle. Wait, why does my YouTube channel have the wrong title? Okay, I can put you guys back on here. I hate you, Jesus. Okay. Okay, I think that will just... There we go. Got it. Got it. Biggie Bulbs, what's up? How are you, Bulba? I would slap them IRL. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. No AI regulation for 10 years. AI centers ruining sleep in the local ecosystem wherever they exist. AI in general being stupid and dumb and forcibly integrated into everything. Yeah, it's insane. The other developer that I work with at my current position is like obsessed with AI, just like pushing it on everything. And I can tell that he's completely checked out in his own coding and like doesn't care at all, and he's just gonna do whatever the AI tells him. It's crazy. Yeah, what is up, Bulba? Bulba, do you just change your like YouTube username all the time, or do you just have 100 sock accounts? I'm reporting this guy really quick. Boom, done. AI vibe coding isn't sustainable. I mean, that's the thing too, right? Is that like we are creating a technological debt, and eventually it's all going to be paid back. Because people are just like vibe coding, and then, you know, you're not going to understand your code base, and then who is going to maintain that code base when the AI can like no longer keep up with it. Yeah, that's I'm kind of waiting waiting on that timeline, so we'll see how it goes. Gar told you to change it to that. Oh, okay. I got you. Claude is saying the N-word in chat. Wait. Claude knows I've been talking shit. Even as someone who coded in a dead language, the stupid built-in AI kept bugging me with solutions that made no sense. Yeah. What language were you coding in? Oh man, you guys, Scoops was over here. Oh wait, Pixel is here. Hold on. Hold on. Maybe you guys can see. Let me turn this, you had to for. Man, where are the YouTube mods? Why are we slacking? I'm the only YouTube mod. Oh, did that, I mean, I banned that guy. Do you still see it, Boba? Oh, you can see the tippy top of Pixel here. The very top. She's up in the cat tower. I just wanted to show you guys. I think she's the only cat who hasn't like been on the stream. Oh. Hold up. There we go. Oh, you said it just in case. Got it. Got it. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I never have my YouTube moderation tools open because like you guys are usually chill. The only shit I ever have to deal with is just stream boo. So, and that's usually not that bad. All right. I'm going to get our daily games pulled up. Oh yeah, and I don't know why the fuck my title is completely wrong on Twitch or on YouTube. Let me fix it. Cheating on daily games. Wow, the YouTube, oh my god, it's so bad. I've actually never even used their like dashboard. It's horrible. That's so bad. Okay. Wow, okay, that's gonna work the first time. That's so impressive. Okay. What is this crop? Wait, why is this like this? Hold on. I feel like somehow my A bunch of my shit got messed up. Okay, the YouTube dashboard thing just doesn't even work. That's so bad. It's actually garbage. What the fuck? Okay. You're working on RP templates on Google to flex my decrepit writing muscles. I was an RPer, bro. I was a fucking RPer. I used to RP on Neopets. And I would get banned all the time role-playing on Neopets because you can't suggest just to people to go to a different website or like give them your email. So if you were role-playing and you wanted someone to like be freaky, you had to get them to email you, and I would get banned all the time. You use Tumblr? I'm glad the role-playing community is like thriving out here somewhere. Neopets exclamation point freak. Okay. We're gonna start off with lyrical. Yeah. Oh, people were freaky on Neopets. I mean, I wasn't too freaky, but my god. Okay. I'm usually pretty good at lyrical. I don't recognize this at all. Never was a cornflake girl. That's crazy to admit. I've definitely admitted to worse on this stream. Okay, hold up. There's a song by Tori Amos called Cornflake Girl. Tony the Tiger. That is a good call. That is a good call. It's gotta be Tori Amos though, right? Fucking sniped it, I guess. Goddamn. I have never heard of this song. I know Tori Amos is like incredibly prolific. I'm not that familiar with her catalog, I'll be honest, but okay. Let me pause the music. Yeah, give us a yo heave ho. Like, what is this song? I'm gonna pause the music and we'll do our listening games. Let me turn up my desktop audio. I'm gonna do pitched first. Do I not have my fucking dark reader on? Okay, thank God. Sorry for the flashbang, everybody. Let me turn this up for you guys too. All right. Let's go. Perfect. 10? God damn it. God damn it. I'm flat today. Normally I'm a little sharp. All right. That's gotta be perfect. 10? Let's go! Okay, okay, okay. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm primed. I think here. 10? Oh my god, wait. We're cooking. We're cooking. Ten. Okay, okay. So we've got to be better than Gar. I think this is off. I think this is off. Okay. Isn't there a way to copy the score? Isn't there a way to copy it? Hello? Did it copy? Hold up. I gotta fucking put this in my chat with Gar. Someday we'll beat him. Someday we'll be beating Gar to death. Let's do Bandle. Wow. I feel like I've never seen that loading screen. Oh. It's just starting. Can you guys hear? $1991. 85 million views. What the beginning of it's throwing me off. Brass ensemble. And then what is this? What is this? Okay, I don't know off the first, but I'm saying it sounds kind of like We're Not Gonna Take It by Twisted Sister. What the fuck is this? I do not know. I can't think of anything that like starts that slow and then goes into double time like that from 91. I don't know. I'm skipping. Oh. This is like Aerosmith, right? Who the fuck? Wait. Bahana-kun, what's up? Or is this Chicago? 91. Okay, hold up. I feel like it's Chicago. Okay, it's not either of those songs. It's not Aerosmith. It's not either of these songs. I recognize it. I recognize it is. I'm trying to think like what bands would have a brass ensemble. REO Speedwagon. I'm sorry. Okay, hold on. Okay, no REO Speedwagon on here. Wait. Hold on. Is this did not come out in 91 though. This is not giving you Live and Let Die by the Beatles? I'm just gonna guess. Is it Live and... Oh, wait. Guns N' Roses did Live and Let Die? Okay. If it's Paul McCartney, it could be 91. And now I'm like, is it Guns N' Roses? It is Live and Let Die. It is Live and Let Die, but it's gotta be Guns N' Roses. That's fucking annoying. That's annoying as fuck. Okay, well, we got it. We did it. We made it. We made it through. I feel like I never get Vandal whenever we stream, so I suppose that should be an improvement. And I also think this should serve as proof that I do not cheat on daily games. Okay, 23 words. We had a generational run the other day on 23 words where we actually got all 23. So let's get our music going. Let's do it. Poem. Oh. Okay. Trek. We can't be we can't be having this already. Pled? Oh. Buzz? Minor. Uh-oh. Minor we got. Okay. Manor. Waste. Waste. Okay. Depot. Home Depot. Got it. Dusty. Poach. Okay. Juicy. Juicy. Engage. Boom. Double E and a Y is fucking with me. Oh no. Merely. Damn. Okay, that one was crazy. It's not swallow. S. What in the fuck? Guys, I'm off my game. I'm off my game. What's going on? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Lowers. Okay. Musket? Musket. Okay. It's not relay. Guys, what's going on? My brain's not working. The music's fucking with me. It's gotta be silent. Silent stream. No fun allowed. That did not help at all. Nearly. Damn, okay. Oh, I'm never getting this. Oh my god. It has to start with an F. L. What in the fuck is happening? I feel like we've never done so poorly on this game. I didn't even see what the word was. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Am I having a stroke? Wait, aliases? Wait. Oh, that has another A. Um, what is happening? Aisles? This has got to be like a extra hard one, right? Drapes? Okay, finally, Jesus Christ. There's too many RE. I don't know. Persona? Okay. This has to be like water. Duh. Okay. What word has 3 N's in it? It has to be or wait, like running. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. That was insane. And Gar texts me that he still did better than me on pitch. I actually hate you. Damn. We have literally never done so bad. Can't stop running. Can't stop running. Banger of a song. Todd Rundgren. Nearly Human album. I don't know. My chat just refreshed. I wonder if they have difficulty ratings. Top 10% of players. I'll take it. That was fucking balls. That was ass. Alright, we're gonna do this little color game. Oh, by the way, Grumps, I need you to be on Subnautica watch. Because if Wubby starts playing Subnautica while I'm streaming, I'm ending stream immediately. He said he's playing it soon. I don't know when. I will leave you all to go watch that, so. Alright. If there's one game I know I'm good at, it's this fucking little color game. It's like a teal. Aquamarine. Kind of closer to a robin's egg teal. Why do I feel like that's actually pretty good already? That was pretty good. I do have like a pretty photographic memory. I'm gonna be honest. All right, let's go. Next color. Terracotta, orange, orangey. Definitely more orange and darker. Actually, I think that's too orange. Ooh, wait, we're close. We're close. We're close here. Maybe? Ooh, okay. It's a little darker. Tiny bit darker. Still not a personality trait, shady bitch. Okay. Oh, this is pretty. This is a dark green. A forest green but blue. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? To color knowers. It's like pretty saturated. I think it's a little more blue than that. See, I feel like if I work on it too long, then I lose it. Okay, wow, it was even more blue. Oh god, this is a hideous color. This is very Easter yellow, like a bright Easter yellow. I think it's a little more... How bright was it? Is that too bright? Oh, that's pretty close. That's pretty good. I think our first one was still the best. Oh shit, I forgot to put Scrandle up. Hold up. Cannot miss on the Scran. That's just like straight up fuchsia. right? Ooh, okay, not my best performance, but I will take it. All right, let me get Scrandle. All right, let's do connections first. Wait. Okay, because Scrandle just popped over. All right, pop, gut, sheer, states, utter, wave, level, step, total, express, thin, trash, gossamer, core, voice, and gauzy. Okay. So I feel gossamer, gauzy, and sheer are all pretty similar. Pop up, step up. I thought there was another one that I thought went with like blank up, but now I'm not seeing it. Trash. Okay. Sheer. Utter, express, state, and voice are all ways that you could say something, I guess. A wave is something that you do with your hands. It's like a hand gesture. It's also like happens, you know, in the water. Trash. Core is core, sheer, level. Those are all like, you know, you can core something like a shearing, level. Oh, sheer, level, thin. Wait. Sheer and level, I feel like could be carpentry type terms. You know what I mean? Like voice. Also, core is like, you know, apple core. Gut, sheer. I could see gut, sheer, level, core kind of all being in the same. Wait. Gut, trash. Because if you're gutting something, like if you're gutting a room, right? You're like throwing away everything in that room. Express is a delivery speed. So you also could gut like a fish, right? Or like your gut is like your stomach. You have like a gut feeling, right? Okay, utter, total. Like ways to say complete, right? Possibly. I think I just need to make a guess on something. Gossamer, gauzy. Wait, pop up, step up, level up. I feel like there's nothing else that goes with up, though. utter, express, state, and voice. That's the only... That's like the only 4 that are really standing out to me. Okay, good. We got 1. And then I think... sheer. Ugh. This one almost has too many that go with it. Because sheer, guts, core, and then like level, thin, and trash could all go in that. Gossamer, sheer, gauzy, and thin. This could all describe fabric. Okay, I think these go together. I think these go together. Okay, translucent as fabric. Got it. Okay. So... guts, core, trash. Shit, okay. Because I had all of these kind of going together with sheer and thin. Oh, maybe level. Maybe. 1 away. Okay. Guts, core, level, trash. So, how would the other 4 go together? We could also do. We do still have pop up, level up, step up. But nothing else really fits with that. Total, wave. Guts. What is guts? Trash. Wait. No. You could total something like total your car. Trash. Okay. Gut, core, level, and trash was 1 away. So maybe total. And then wave, core, pop, and step. Try it. Okay. Demolish, wave, core, pop, and step. I actually don't know what this is. Music. Oh. Okay. Music genre suffixes. I guess that makes sense. Okay. Well, let's fucking hit up Wordle. And let's change it up. We'll do limes instead of smile. I mean, it's the same letters, but S being at the end, I feel is better. Okay, that did not help at all. Okay, let's not... I don't want to reuse any letters. So we can do... major. Okay, not looking great. What vowels do we have left? We have a U. Well, we have U and Y. Okay. That's tough. Hold on. Wait, what if it's yummy? Well, okay. No, it wouldn't be yummy because the M would not be yellow. That would be crazy, though. What about mucky? I shouldn't have done that. Whatever. Doesn't matter, but the M is still not in the first spot. Okay, so I feel like is good here. But then where would we put... Because we have no other vowels. We know there's a U. We know there's a U and that's it, actually. Which is insane. This is insane. Brother, I hate Wordle. And it can't be like punch or something. What about This word better be fucked up. Okay, what about a B? I feel like it has to start with the U, right? It has to start with the U. Man, I might have to just burn some other letters. And it's not like gamut. Like, that's not how you spell that, right? Oh, okay, it is. Okay, wait, we have a T. T. And the T's not at the end. The M is not in the first four. And there's no like mute because there's no E. What in the fuck is this? Oh, wait. No, it's not autumn. Because I also think that's too many letters. This is the... I'm swearing off of Wordle after this game. What's also insane is that we sniped Wordle in like 2 tries last time. I really don't know. We might have to burn some more letters. I don't want to do under, but I'm going to. Okay, so it doesn't start with a U either? Oh my god. Okay. So, T... So the M can either be here or here. I like can't even think of any other words that use all of these letters. Okay, so you can't be here, you can't be here. It could be here. The U has to be in the middle because it's not going to end with a U. I think, actually. Well, okay, no, it's not going to end in a U because if it was a French word, it would have other vowels. There wouldn't be just a single vowel. So the U has to be in the middle. And I don't think we're getting a Q thrown in here anywhere. I'm actually, like, low-key just going to give up, I think. T. And I think the U is in the middle. Okay, it can't be Trump because there's no R. Could it be Stump? Hold on. Okay, it could be Stump. Wait. It could be Stump. Wait, there's no S. S was in the first... It could be Pump, I guess? Or, wait, hold on. That does not... That's not enough letters? It could be... It can't be Plump. There's no L. Man, I really thought we had it with Stump for a second. I got very excited. Honestly, I'm just going to guess Stump. I can't think of any other word, and I just want to see what it is. Thumb. Oh, okay. Wordle is fucking banned. Wordle is banned. Alright, it's time for Scrandle, and then we've got Food Guesser, and then... I haven't decided what we're doing yet, so we'll see. Okay, bonus round. Pie, mash, peas, and gravy for $8. Or a sausage and rice cake skewer for $3. And this is just us voting on what we would rather have. Oh, hold on. I should let me move my camera. Okay, I'll just be a little bit smaller. What's up, Drew? Welcome, welcome. Labosh to you. I personally, I would go Korean rice cakes. The Korean rice cakes, these like little rice cakes that you get in tteokbokki, are one of my top 5 favorite foods. They're like eating tampons made out of bubble gum, but you can swallow them, and I love that. So I'm gonna go for sausage and rice cake skewers. Okay, on to the real scrandal. Drew, how are you? What did you have for dinner? Oh, I had a question for you as someone who lives in the UK. I don't remember it though. Damn. That's fucking annoying. Okay. Just had Italian on the train home. Hashtag Subway fish. Wait. Okay. Do we want Malang meatballs from Indonesia? Or Gagosi, which with a white chocolate sauce, which is spelled wrong, by the way, from ROU. Where's ROU? I don't recognize that. Personally, I'm going Gagosi, the Malang meatball. I get a little scared of meatballs. Especially sometimes Asian meatballs are like those tendon balls. I'm not about that. We'll go with some Gagosi. Cheesy chips, which is just American cheese on some fries. Or the Godzilla dog. And this is the USA dog. $13.50. It looks good though. I'm saying Godzilla dog. I would not eat that shit on the left. That's just me. Those are craft singles. I mean, definitely. I don't know, it's in England. They might not be craft singles. They might be crufty cheesy ups or whatever fake British shit they make up. Yeah, Godzilla's fucking awesome. If you actually do love Godzilla, First Mate Kate loves Godzilla, so. Ooh. Buffalo wings for $6. I feel like that's cheap as fuck. Or salt and pepper squid with chips. I don't think I've ever eaten squid. You love Godzilla? Fuck yeah. How do you feel about the song Godzilla by Blue Oyster Cult? Personally, I think it's a banger. Blue Oyster Cult is one of those fucking bands that's like every single one of their songs sounds different. I'm leaning buffalo wings. Like the Eagles. Yeah, the Eagles. 100% the Eagles. I actually almost said like the Eagles at the end of that sentence. I'm going buffalo. Buffalo wings. That's cheap. That was so many wings. Bangers and mash or steak pie. With mashed peas, gravy, topped with crispy onions. What's Bovril? What's Bovril? Bovril. We've heard of that before. It's like a drink, isn't it? Or something? It's like a beef thing. It's like something weird, right? I think the question for Drew was something along the lines of, do British people really say this? I don't remember. Bovril's a broth? I think we go pie. Wow, that's surprising. Okay, sausage, chips, and curry sauce in a hollowed cob or prime. These are the same price. I need to point out. And also, I will eat anything else other than a prime. We really do say in it Tuesday. That doesn't surprise me. That's totally believable. I believe that. 100%. I really want to eat this though. I love curry. And I desperately need to try like currywurst or whatever. I need it. All right. We're going curry. Oh my god, wait, you know what's exciting though? Because we hate Logan Paul. When we went to wrestling, the Saturday night main event, do you like Prime? Have you had one? I've had Prime a couple of times. I don't really like it. It has there's an artificial sweetener in Prime that like makes your mouth feel dry. It's very strange. But Logan Paul right now is off of wrestling from an injury that like he had to get surgery. He tore his, was it his tricep? And we saw it happen live. And I remember there was a moment where I can't remember who it was, if it was Angelo Dawkins or Montez Ford, like went off the top rope and hit Logan Paul, but it tore his tricep. I got to see that happen. And I'm very happy because Logan Paul did win the match by cheating. So yeah, I like it. Sometimes it's hard to tell with wrestling is like, oh, are they off on injury, like so they can have a vacation, or like did they actually hurt themselves? But he did actually post a picture of him like with his arm stitched up. He did actually have to have surgery. It's crazy. Okay, hot dog or hot dog. The hot dog on the left looks way better than the hot dog on the right. This looks like kielbasa. Like it looks like it was cut in half or something and then steamed. The one on the left, I think, looks way better. The Glizzilla, okay. 23-inch, 1 pound, all beef with Maczilla upgrade. It's got fucking macaroni all over it. Or sausage baguette. Which, I mean, looks okay. Wait, this is free. Why is this $0? In no universe is that free. And this other one is $3.50. I mean, I'm partial to a Glizzilla. 23 inches is what I call a good start. I hope you got that high colonic, girl. If we're going 23 inches, I hope you got that colonic done. The macaroni on this looks weird. It looks very, very soupy. I say we go Glizzilla. Oh, goodness. Okay. Tanzania squid, as much as you can get on a toothpick for 33 cents, or chicken and chips. I mean, not to be like, they call it the lung tickler. That's crazy. That's crazy, brother. Not to be autistic or whatever, but like I'm gonna go with chicken tendies and fries over just a plate of very obvious squid. And I'm sure this sauce is good. Is this like a straight up bag of MSG right here? Like, what is this? I'm sure the squid is great, but I think I'm going chicken tendies. Okay, festive bowl, which looks like stuffing and I don't know, maybe it's got turkey and stuff. I think that's like a roasted carrot with like chips and cranberry sauce, or spicy chicken noodles. And there's something wrong with this chicken, right? Why does this chicken look like fish? This looks like fish skin. There's a strange iridescence to the chicken. there's something really off-putting about it. I can't quite tell. Like there's something's going wrong. Something's gone wrong with the chicken. Is it not cooked enough? Like is this the skin or is it skinless? Because if this is the skin, we have bigger problems. Festive bowl is $8.10. Spicy chicken is $6. Also, this does not look spicy. I don't see anything in here that is indicating that this chicken is going to be spicy. This looks like it is just... Like, this looks like lemon chicken. We gotta go festive bowl. Alright, pie, crinkled chips, best kind of chips, by the way. Peas and gravy versus a double cheeseburger for $5. I think the double cheeseburger is gonna get the burger buff. I think we are definitely... I think the burger is gonna beat the fries here. I mean, the pie doesn't look bad. I'm not a big fan of, like, the way that peas like this look is just not appetizing. But I think double cheeseburger. Okay, we only got the one wrong. Hell yeah. All right, that means we're on to the best daily that there is. Food guesser. Oh, this looks good. This looks fucking good. Holy shit. So we are guessing the country of origin of said food. Let me move my camera over here. Okay. Penne rigate, cream, peas, champignon, mushrooms, cooked ham, grated Parmesan cheese. Hearty mountain-style pasta made with a rigid penne and creamy sauce, mixed with peas, tender champignon, mushrooms, and savory cooked ham, finished with a generous sprinkle of grated Parmesan, rich, comforting, and rustic, often enjoyed as a warming meal after a day outdoors. I mean, I don't think it's crazy to just say Italy. I think that's probably... If it's not Italy, I'm going to say it's France. Okay, it is Italy. Macaroni alla pastora. That sounds fucking great. The autonomous province in northern Italy bordering Austria. Despite the name macaroni, it's commonly made with penne rigate. Okay. Pasta with cream, peas, mushroom, and ham. That sounds great. Oh, we'll give it a yum. We'll go next round. Ooh, wait a second. This almost looks like a Spanish omelet. Bread, eggs, tomatoes, onions, garlic, oil, salt, pepper, cumin, turmeric, chili, coriander. Okay, I take it back. Wait. Okay, hold on. A delightful breakfast meal that involves tearing pieces of flatbread and mixing them with scrambled eggs. It's often flavored with spices such as cumin and coriander, making a savory mix. Tomatoes and onions are commonly added for additional texture and flavor, while the bread absorbs the fragrant spices. Often are quick to prepare and satisfyingly filling, this dish offers a comforting start to the day. So cumin, turmeric, chili, and coriander with bread and eggs. I mean, it still really looks like a Spanish omelet to me. Cumin. I almost want to fucking say turkey, though. Bread, eggs, tomatoes, onions. I'm gonna say... I'm gonna say turkey. I'm gonna say turkey. Warm. Southeast of Turkey. What is south of Turkey? It still could be Spain. It could be Spain. Greece, maybe. I want to say do Spain first. Ooh, cold. Okay, let's do Greece. Cool. Okay, so back closer. Welcome back, first mate Kate. Back closer to Turkey. South of Turkey. Where do they eat a lot of flatbread? That's not close to Spain. You were trying to figure out if you fucked up your crochet. Well, did you fuck up your crochet? This is called fatut, by the way. You still don't know if you fucked it up. Fatut. South east of Turkey. I'm gonna just give this a scroll. Ooh. Man, this could even be like North African though. Malta? We'll try Malta. Still cool. The only other place I can think is maybe Morocco. Yemen. Okay. It's a base of bread, often kahoobs. Kahoobs. It sounds really good. It's made in a single pan. I mean, this reminds me a lot of migas. If you've ever had migas, M-I-G-A-S. That shit's so fucking good. That was actually, I think migas was one of the first things I made for Grumps when he was staying with me, like when we first met. All right, next round. We can still recover. Ugh, no, we can't. It's a fucking drink. Ugh. Pisco, lime juice, simple syrup, egg white, Angostura bitters, optional, and ice. A refreshing cocktail featuring a base spirit distilled from grapes, combined with tangy lime juice, simple syrup, and egg white for a smooth, frothy texture. Finished with a few drops of bitters on top. This drink is celebrated for its bright flavor and appealing presentation. You just went to a Yemeni coffee place. Was it amazing? That sounds so good. I don't understand egg whites in alcoholic drinks. You nailed the Cuban drink last week. Yeah, because it had rum. And to be fair, the drink was technically from like 5 different places. Peru. Peru is interesting. You want to try Peru? I genuinely don't know. Oh! A pisco sour. Wait, I feel like I've heard this before. Fermented grape juice that has been made in the region since the 16th century. Okay. It makes foam, duh. Yeah, but I feel like it's nasty. Wait, okay, I was gonna ask you guys, right? So I love making macarons. And I made cornbread with dinner. Like just Jiffy cornbread, like from a box. Because we had chili and you have to have cornbread. And I was thinking like cornmeal is not too dissimilar to almond flour. Because I mean, when you think about it, almond flour is really like almond meal. Because it's just ground nuts, right? And I'm like, do you think you could make macarons with cornmeal? Because I know baking is a science or whatever, but I'm like, it couldn't be that different because the leavening all comes from the meringue with the egg whites. So low key, I kind of want to try. I kind of want to try making macarons with cornmeal. I think that'd be fun. I think the ratio might need to be a little bit different. Okay, final score for Food Guesser. Well, we did great on 2 of them, but yeah, the fatoots really fucked us up. Okay, we have 2 options from here, right? So I have a game we could play. Try it. Yeah, I think I might. I don't have any cornmeal, but I might just get some. So I have a game that we could play. It's a demo called Frog Island where I don't know exactly if you are a frog and you're like running around the island or if you're like collecting, like trying to get frogs to visit your island, like that cat game that like everybody was obsessed with, Neko Atsume or whatever, ages and ages ago. Or I have a potential rabbit hole about a niche incident called Dyatlov Pass where a bunch of people died in the mountains in, I think, Russia. That may have been solved by using animation from Frozen. So we can either read some shit on National Geographic and possibly watch a little YouTube video on this, or we can play Frog Island game. I mean, we could honestly probably do both. I don't know. And then I also do need Grumps to make sure that Wubby is not playing Subnautica, because if he's playing Subnautica and I'm not there, I'm gonna freak the fuck out. I'm gonna go crazy. And I'm gonna ban everybody in chat. What do you guys think sounds good? Yapping so far. Okay, very good, very good. I have purposefully not read any further into the Dyatlov Pass possibly being solved by Frozen, which I guess, like, I saw a TikTok about it today and I was like, what the fuck? And then apparently this National Geographic article is from like 4 years ago. So I guess it happened quite a while ago. Let me pull up my research. Oh yeah, and this article was fucking paywalled, so I had to... I had to go to the archive.ph. Chrome is so fucking annoying. Boom. Okay, listen. We're gonna learn a little bit about Dyatlov Pass, which I hope I'm saying right. I don't remember if it's Dyatlov or if it's Dyatlov. I think you are. Okay, Dyatlov. If there's people who actually know, feel free to correct me. I don't remember. I feel like at one point I knew which one it was, and then I didn't. It's definitely not Dyatlov. Right. Dyatlov. It's... Yeah, it's Dyatlov. Dyatlov. Right? Okay, so this is the article from National Geographic, right? And this is also not necessarily the first time that something like this has happened, where because animators are working on recreating specific events, like in this case it was snowfall, I believe, where then like researchers or scientists or whatever went on to use the like very realistic animation techniques to simulate like what could have happened, right? So I really hope the pictures aren't too graphic, right? Okay, no, these are just photographs from before they all died, right? So let me see if this article gives like a little bit of a overview. Right, okay. So if we're going and on like a TLDR, Dyatlov Pass, I'm trying to see, was it in Russia? They went hiking. Wait. If they all died, how are their pictures? So someone in the group was, I don't remember if they were like a reporter or what. 9 students and a sports instructor. So I think they were just taking photographs like for fun, right? One of the students turned back. They were led by an engineering student. Crazy how they named it after him, right? According to camera film and personal diaries found on the scene, the team made it to camp by February 1st, pitching a tent. And they were warned. So it mentions here that like the name of the mountain can be interpreted as Dead Mountain by the Mansi people. Pussy ass bitch pass. Wow. But yeah, someone must have just had a camera, right? So everybody died. And a search team got there. And the tent itself is, like it's saying in this article, right? The tent is cut open from the inside. And the people are like all around. People are like up in trees. And let me if it even says the details of like how they were found, but like one guy, like their tongue, actually I think it was one of the women, like their tongue was missing and their stomach was full of blood, meaning that like their tongue had been, you know, cut off or like eaten or like whatever, and then like while they were still alive, which is why they like had swallowed a bunch of blood, right? So a criminal investigation, right, blamed their deaths on an unknown natural force, and the Soviet bureaucracy kept the case quiet. So there was like a lot of theories around what could have happened because everybody that was there died. One of the bodies, or all of the bodies, like there was minor radiation. So there's like theories that it was like some sort of military testing that they didn't know about, that they kind of got caught up in. And that is what happens. You know, Yetis, people were thinking maybe Yetis. That kind of stuff. So it's very mysterious. So, but what I want to know is, how did Frozen get into this? What is this fucking noise? Did you guys hear that? Wait, am I tripping? What in the fuck? Hold on. Was that in this chill Zelda music that I'm listening to? Am I being haunted by a Yeti? Hold on. What the fuck was that sound? Genuinely, what in the fuck was that? Genuinely, what the fuck was that sound? You didn't hear shit? What the fuck? You didn't hear it? Somebody go clip. Somebody go clip. Guys, I'm scared. That was scary. Guys, it's a Yeti. I'm gonna be fucking Diatloved, bro. I'm gonna be fucking... What was the sound? It was like a weird scratching sound and then a weird sound of a woman in distress. I'm not joking. I am not fucking joking. Airy Yeti, wait. Drew, you're onto something. Did nobody else hear that? You didn't hear it? Are you guys gonna make me go back in my own fucking stream? Clip it. Grumps is gonna have to clip. I'm too dumb. Okay, hold on. I can do this. Grumps is playing fucking marathon, so... Give me a minute. Hold on. Guys, I'm scared. Tell me this story. I'm too scared. Okay, well, whatever. I can't do this. But okay, I'm putting my emotional and calm Zelda music back on. And if we hear a weird woman moaning and scratching, I'm I'm gonna piss my pants. Okay. So, where were we? Yeah, possible Yetis, possible military testing, possible radiation. Also, one of the theories is like a phenomenon where tiny holes in snow can make like sound, and it's like subsonic, where it's like below the range of human hearing, and subsonic vortices. Yes, Grumps, thank you. Which can like make people go crazy or some shit. I don't know. So if we're looking at this, right? Many argued the avalanche theory, which was originally proposed in 1959, didn't stack up, right? So one of the like main sticking points, right, is that the tent was cut open from the inside, and not necessarily what like these people had some experience, and yeah, most of the blunt force trauma injuries and soft tissue damage were atypical, right, of those caused by avalanches. Which makes sense. I mean, like, you know, there was one person who... and it may have been the same person who was missing their tongue and, like, I think their eyes or something. They also, I believe, died of blunt force trauma. Yeah, so a very interesting case, let's say, right? I'm trying to see if there's anything about the guy who had radiation. Okay, so if we're reading up a little bit here, a recently published paper explaining, strange as it may seem, an earthquake could trigger an avalanche with a gap ranging from mere minutes to several hours between the two events. Okay, that's very interesting. Now, where does Frozen come in to the equation? Hold on. I'm gonna message myself the timestamp so that I can go look through the stream and find wherever the fuck that weird ass moaning was. Okay. Boom. Messaged. I cannot fucking believe you guys didn't hear that. That has me fucking spooked. That has me spooked, guys. There's ghosts in my fucking computer. Okay, so we're suspecting that the delay... listen, where is the shit about Frozen? Okay, here we go. Frozen. Oh, I went too far ahead. Hold up, hold up. The cut the team made in the snow to pitch their tent destabilized the slope, but additional snow had to have collected before an avalanche could happen. Okay. 5. Researchers' assumptions that nearly 5 feet of snow would have had to cover the tent with winds blowing up to 25 miles an hour. Okay, no, that's the sound again. It's in this fucking video. It's in this fucking video. Why is there some weird... Okay, hold up. I'm turning this up so you guys can hear it. I'm turning this up so you can hear it. Oh my god, I'm not crazy. Listen to this. This is in my emotional and calm Zelda music to relax, sleep, and study. Listen. Oh, is that Link? Is that Link, like, crying or something? Here. I'll go back a little. Did you hear? Let me turn it up a little more. Oh, I went too far. But listen. Okay, listen. It's coming up. Bro, why is Link moaning? Why is this little fucking twink moaning and screaming in my goddamn ear, scaring the shit out of me, by the way? That was scary. That was scary, bro. TP Link grabbing a ledge. Maybe. Okay. Also, I just saw Grumps say I could really use some Tylenol pass. This is serious business, Grumps. Okay. So, where does Frozen come into this, right? The group's diary note that there were very strong winds. They were likely to be katabatic winds. Heavy clumps of frigid air that brought large amounts of snow from higher up down toward the campsite, increasing the load on a precarious slope. Okay. Computer simulations show the avalanche on Kholat Syakul wouldn't have been huge, perhaps involving a block of icy matter a mere 16 feet long. The small size explains why no evidence for an avalanche was found during the initial investigation. It would have infilled the cut-out campsite. But how could such a small collapse have caused such traumatic injuries? Okay, this is where Frozen happens, okay? This is where Frozen comes in. Scientists relied on unorthodox sources of inspiration and information. They explained how a few years back he was struck by how well the movement of snow was depicted in the 2013 Disney movie Frozen. So impressed, in fact, that he decided to ask its animators how they pulled it off. Following a trip to Hollywood to meet with a specialist who worked on Frozen snow effects, Gaume modified the film's snow animation code for his avalanche simulation models, albeit with decidedly less entertaining purpose to simulate the impacts avalanches would have on the human body. Small size bitch, it was a Subaru made of ice. Fair, yeah. Okay, so in the 70s, General Motors took 100 cadavers and broke their ribs. Okay. Hitting them with different weights and velocities. The data was ultimately used to collaborate the safety of seatbelts. Some of the cadavers, why can't I say cadavers? Cadavers used in GM tests were braced with rigid supports while others weren't. A variable which ended up being serendipitous for Puzarin and Gom. Okay. Back on the slopes of Kolat-Saikul, the team members had placed their bedding on top of their skis. This meant that the avalanche which hit them as they slept struck an unusually rigid target, and that the GM cadaver experiments from the 1970s could be used to collaborate their impact models with remarkable precision. So were they were killed because they were sleeping on their skis? I don't know. I think nuclear Yetis makes way more sense. If you're asking me, Yeti radiation. Researchers' computer models demonstrated that a 16-foot-long block of hefty snow could, in this unique situation, handily break the ribs and skulls of people sleeping on a rigid bed. These injuries would have been severe but not fatal, at least not immediately, says Puzarin. Okay, but then also, why were they up in the trees? And why was their tent cut open from the inside? Just because they couldn't get out or what? I don't know. I still feel like I'm having a lot of questions at this point. Okay. Following the study, 3 more expeditions were made. Okay. 2 fresh slab avalanches were observed in January 2022 expedition during conditions similar to those on the fateful night of February 1st, 1959. It would be insane. Like, you could not pay me enough money to go stay in this area where these people died when the conditions were similar. I'm not trying to see nuclear Yetis. Well, actually, if they're hot. Okay. Jordy Hendricks, Chief Scientific Advisor for Antarctica, New Zealand. So is he in Antarctica or New Zealand? There's no comma or anything. Is that just like he's from New Zealand but he's in Antarctica? Like that's Ice Planet Barbarians? Yes, yes. I believe in Jord Ken. Okay. You didn't even spell his name right. It's Hendricks. Okay, the guy Hendricks suspected that an avalanche would be the most plausible villain for the Dyatlov Pass incident, but it wasn't obvious that there was terrain, the simulations. Okay, I want to see an exact video of how they used Frozen, and I want them to have Elsa as the character models. The way they've shown that empirically in their equation seems perfectly robust. What a sentence! The way they've shown that empirically in their equation seems perfectly robust. This guy's got to be crazy autistic. It's exciting how new science developments in the avalanche world can shed new light on these historic puzzles. So we're just agreeing now that it was an avalanche. Some slabs can be quite hard, and it's very plausible that they can result in blunt trauma wounds. Convinced that the tragedy was the result of wind and snow deposition, and the fact that they pitched camp in the lee of a ridge. I've made this mistake in my mountaineering career more than once. Okay. Okay, so we have some speculation. No Subnautica yet. Thank you for the updates. Thank you. Okay, what happened after the avalanche is speculation. The current thinking is that the team cut themselves out of the smothered tent, okay, fleeing in panic towards temporary shelter in the tree line. I could see that. 3 of them were severely injured, but everyone was found outside of the tent, so it's likely the more able-bodied survivors dragged the injured out of their smothered shelter in an attempt to rescue them. This is a story of courage and friendship, says Puzarin. They all died, unfortunately, though. So most of the people who died there died of hypothermia, while others may have succumbed to their injuries. Okay, the state of undress some were found in remains puzzling, though paradoxical undressing may be an explanation. So, oh, did I miss the cheating? It was actually a generationally horrific night for dailies, brother. It was bad, bad. welcome to stream. We're talking about the Dyatlov Pass incident. I think we will watch. I have like a 17-minute long video that we might watch about it that goes a little bit more into it. But okay, so this is something too, right? Another one of my like weird incidents that I'm obsessed with is the Donner Party, right? And this is something that happened with a Donner Party too, the paradoxical undressing. So like when you become hypothermic, your body like tries to keep your core warm. And that's why you're like shivering, right? And your extremities become cold. But once your body is like, oops, I give up, we're gonna die, then it stops trying to keep your core warm and it sends all of your like blood back into your extremities. So you get really warm. So a lot of times when you find people who have like actually died of hypothermia, they're butt ass naked because they get really hot and take off all their clothes. Like in that song, Hot in Here. Oh, sorry, that's fucked up. But okay. So the missing eyes and tongue, okay, may have been the result of scavenging animals pecking at the dead, but that too remains an open question. And that's why I think it was radioactive yetis. Because also, if the one person who died and their tongue was gone and their stomach is full of coagulated blood, then like, where did all the blood come from? Was it just from their internal injuries or what? I don't know. Okay, let's watch this video. All right, here we go. I've never watched this person before. So hopefully they're good. Oh wait, let me get you guys the channel name before I just like rip off their content. Caitlin, is it Doty? And this is from 5 fucking years ago. I'm like, how was there a huge update to the Dyatlov Pass incidents and like 5 years ago and I don't know about it? How? All right, let me turn this up. Can you guys hear it okay? Does it need to be louder?
9 Russian hikers died in the Ural Mountains under tragic but mysterious.
Oh, I think that needs to be way louder. Hold up. So this should tell you more about
9 Russian hikers died
because you're a
in the
chop
Ural
ho. That's
Mountains
true.
under tragic but mysterious circumstances. On this very channel, we released a video discussing how
Is it loud enough?
Science may never solve the mystery of their deaths. It has since come to light that
Guys, is it loud enough? I'm gonna assume it's loud enough, and if it's not, then you guys have to tell me. I'm just gonna also just put this in theater mode.
it has since come to light that we were ignoring the technology that called out to us from our toddlers' iPads.
See, it was
screaming,
literally
"Do you
frozen.
want to build a snowman?" That's right. It's Walt Disney's Frozen, the 2013 blockbuster about Veronica Mars's quest to melt the heart of...
Am I insane, or does her mic keep peaking? Are you guys hearing that? I feel like I'm hearing her mic peaking, right?
her sister? Is that right? The animation magic behind Frozen might have solved the mystery behind what happened to those Russian hikers at what has come to be known as Dyatlov Pass.
The audio
Take
is
this.
bad.
You have pleaded.
It's crazy,
Oh, how
right?
you have pleaded. Tell us more. Surely the clickbait headline cannot be true. Did Frozen really solve the mystery at the Dyatlov Pass? To that I say, you shall have your wish. But you know the deal you make with the devil. I shall tell you this thing that everyone has been asking, and you stay to hear the tale that no one has been asking for. Spoiler, cameo by Britney Spears.
I like this girl's whole vibe, though. I like her vibe.
No
I like
pressure for
the,
those of you-
oh my god, and she comes out in a fur stole. Wait. Should I put on a fur coat? I might have one. I think I have a pink fur coat I can put on in the very left of my closet. Okay, 1 second. Why is there a dildo on Webby's screen?
That's weird.
Oh, that weird. Okay, now we match. Me and I think their name's Caitlin, right? Me and Caitlin, we match. You have a pink fur coat? Yes. Actually, I think we got this together, right? My boobs are just out. Hold on. Don't look. Nobody look. Okay, so hopefully they can give you a little more explanation on what actually happened at Dyatlov Pass instead of me just like making shit up. But yeah, I think I got this at Plato's once when we were together.
Who aren't familiar with what occurred at Dyatlov Pass. In 1959, a group of 9 Russian students from the Ural Polytechnic University decided to go for a hiking excursion in the Ural Mountains.
And this is crazy, right?
The group was led by Igor Dyatlov, and they were all known to be good
It's
kids
called
with
Dead
solid
Mountain
hiking and outdoors experience.
by the
But on
local
night of
people, and
February
you're just
1st,
like,
something went very
sounds
wrong.
great.
They were camped on Kholat Shakil,
You have a
or what the
maroon big-
indigenous
I think
Mansi
I-
tribe called Dead Mountain. But in the middle of the night, the hikers
think I know that
apparently
as well.
cut their way out from the inside of their tent and fled.
Well, if you
wild,
take the fur thing
underdressed,
off,
and
then why am
shoeless
I
into
wearing
the
a fur
snow
thing?
and freezing
Whatever,
wet.
okay.
I guess that's it for this. That was my one prop, and now it's over. So. All of the hikers
Katie.
were later found scattered
Caitlin,
dead
you're
in
killing
the
me.
vicinity of their camp, most with violent injuries that included fractured skulls and massive
We'll just skip ahead a little bit of the photographs. Just a
brows.
little bit.
Others were missing their eyeballs, and all were suffering from hypothermia, with some evidently dying.
Oh yeah, okay, so that was one thing that I didn't mention that she brings up is that someone was missing their eyebrows. Like, I thought you were calling me Katie, and no, her name is Caitlin. One of the deceased was missing their eyebrows, and I think it was the guy who was like radioactive, which is why the radioactive Yeti theory kind of came out, right? We'll
To
keep
make
going.
things even eerier, and to set this up long-term for Conspiracyville population, these poor students, their clothes
Yes,
were radioactive.
the guy's radioactive.
So what happened to the hikers? There's a myriad of theories that include everything from government conspiracy to a natural phenomenon called infrasound, where sounds below the human hearing
the
threshold
vortices.
cause anxiety and dread, to yetis, to aliens. Of course, the least exciting, but looking like the most probable cause of the Dyatlov Pass deaths is an avalanche.
Oh, she put some stank
People
on that.
don't
Hold up.
want it to be an avalanche.
She put some stank on the way she said that.
Of course, the least exciting, but looking like the most probable cause of the Dyatlov Pass deaths
Wow.
is an avalanche. People don't want it to be an avalanche.
She's a pro.
It's too normal, said Alexander.
She looked
Prusin.
up how to say that.
Prusin is a Russian-born geotechnical engineer. He teamed up with Johan Gom, head of the Snow Avalanche
So this is
Simulation Laboratory.
Who we were
or
reading about a little bit in
Sassel.
National Geographic,
They
right?
don't call it Sassel. I don't think that's me. In Switzerland. They hope to investigate the odd circumstances surrounding the Dyatlov avalanche theory. While an avalanche seems the most logical, it's not the obvious choice because the evidence at the campsite doesn't
Katie, you
quite
gotta stop
add
with
up
these pictures.
to avalanche. Weird campsite thing. Number 1. The site where the hikers made camp.
Okay. Would you guys still like me if I acted like that? If I
Campsite thing. Number 1.
if when we were doing Drag Race review, I went, and now, runway theme is you butter ass somebody. Like that? Would you still like me? Would you still watch my channel? Is what I want to know. And is it the bangs? Do the bangs amplify or subtract from that? Did the bangs make it worse or better? I need to know.
The site where the hikers made camp seemed
Minus
too
2.
level. For an avalanche to occur, there needs to be at least a 30-degree slope.
Nina.
for
Oh,
the snow
wait.
to
No, she
roll
does
down,
kind of even
which
look like
didn't
Nina
seem to be.
West.
Weird campsite thing, number 2.
Do you think she sucks
There
on
wasn't enough
feet?
snow for an avalanche.
She looks like
According
Coco
to
Peru.
records,
Wait,
it
she
did
is
not
Nina
snow
West
the
in a
night
Coco
the
Peru
Dyatlov hikers
wig.
died, and there wasn't enough snow accumulated near the campsite for an avalanche. Weird campsite thing, number 3. If the hikers did die of some bizarre
Oh, and she does
avalanche
crunchy R's too.
situation,
Do you guys know about crunchy R's? Listen to the way she says hikers.
number 3. If the hikers did die of some bizarre
That
avalanche
sends me. There's
situation,
I
why
can't
would
deal
they
with the
suffer
crispy.
such
Is it
horrific
crispy or crunchy?
injuries
I don't
to
know.
their
I can't deal with the
skulls and
R's.
torsos? Typically, the cause of death after an avalanche is asphyxiation. Weird campsite thing, number 4. This one really bugged Putrin. When the hikers arrived at the campsite, they had to cut a slope, meaning cut a flat shelf, into the snow to safely pitch
I
their
do, and I
tent.
hate them. Okay,
If
I'm
that
glad.
cutting was going to trigger a whole avalanche, it should have happened right away, not 9 hours later in the middle of the night. That leaves us no other option but to soundly conclude aliens. This is where Frozen comes in. Gome of Sassel was thinking back to the time he watched the film and how impressed he was by the accuracy
I wanna
of
see the
animated
actual
snow effects. So Gome pops
parts
out to Hollywood
of
and was
the
all,
animation
"What's
that
up,
they
nerds?
used."
I, International Snowman of Mystery, need that sweet code you used for Frozen to build a snow simulation so I can figure out what killed those 9 Russian hikers back in 1959. And the animators
How much of a boner do you think these animators got when some like researcher contacted them being like, your animations were so good and so realistic, I want to like put them into my forensic testing to see, to like try and solve this like really, you know, famous cold case? That's crazy. That has to be so like, you would have to have the biggest ego as an animator after that.
were like, that is extremely wacky. And we would like to be a part of it. So they helped Gome modify the special snow code so that he and Putrin could not only test these avalanche simulation models, but also, quote, test the impacts
Okay.
the avalanches would
Where
have
is this footage
on
from?
the human body. To be even more accurate, Putrin and Gome used experimental parameters created by General Motors in the 1970s to see what would happen to human bodies after they were in a car crash. We've talked about this before. The auto industry, alongside university research labs, took cadavers that had been donated for research and subjected them to the forces, velocity, and
If she
hits that a
puts up
body
some
would
fucking
endure in a
pictures
car
of
accident.
cadavers for this
Essentially,
research,
human crash test dummies.
we'll see you guys in a week, because there's no way.
Which is either
Wait. Rant about Crash Test Dummies, the band. Please, Drew, please, for the love of God and everything that's good in the universe, please tell me that you know the song by Crash Test Dummies. Because I feel like nobody else recognizes or remembers that that is a absolute fucking banger of a song. Of course. Oh my God, Drew, I knew you'd have me. I knew it. I fucking knew it. That song is such a fucking banger. Underrated. They have like, that album has like 1 or 2 other good songs, but I remember loving that song as a kid.
your worst nightmare or your greatest wish for your corpse post-mortem, which is why there's a body disposition option for everyone. The information gleaned from this kind of testing, combined with
You
the
remember
Frozen
when it
special
came
snow
out?
codes,
Yeah, our parents
gave
listened to it a
Putrin and Gome
ton.
a clear idea of
We
what
had it on
happened
tape.
that night in
Had it on tape.
1959. Perhaps a little something like this. The Dyatlov group did cut into a portion of the slope to make camp, and they did destabilize the snow. Due to the uneven terrain, their camp appeared to be much more level than it actually was. Just above their camp was a steep section of terrain
Alright, we got a
with at least
diagram.
30-degree slope. That's the slope required for an avalanche. While there was no snowfall that night the Dyatlov group made camp, katabatic winds, or winds that push high-density air down a slope likely blew snow down the mountain, causing a heavy load to accumulate
A heavy load?
perilously
Wait.
just above the Dyatlov camp. At some point in the night, when the hikers thought they were safe inside their tent, a 16-foot slab of icy matter, weighing around 660 pounds, dislodged from the slope above them and crashed into their camp.
Roughly the
injuries would
size
have
and
been
shape of a
tragic
Subaru.
and severe, accounting for the broken bones and fractures. But not all the injuries would have killed them immediately. Disoriented and frightened, the survivors would have had time to cut themselves out of the tent and drag themselves and the bodies of their friends out into the snow, and then attempt to find safety. Of course, they were injured and confused and out in the freezing night. It's no wonder the avalanche survivors were scattered haphazardly around the vicinity of the campsite. Eventually, they all succumbed to their injuries or hypothermia. In the days that followed,
Okay, here's what we need to do, right? Oh, you think Mom used to play that on guitar? I think you're right. She might have. I remember her playing a couple things on guitar. We need to email Last Podcast on the Left and let them know that this happened. And I swear they recently did an update on the Dyatlov series. I should email them. I wonder if they know about the Frozen thing. Because I also think they should just redo the Dyatlov series, because I think it's a very old episode and it could use a rework. Just because it's one of my favorite human tragedies, I guess.
Ice and snow filled up the spot they had cut out for their camp, leveling it off and masking evidence that an avalanche had ever even occurred. And the spooky radioactivity found in the bodies of the hikers, turns out it was probably from the thorium in their lanterns. And the missing eyes and tongues?
That's the first time I've
that
ever
was
heard about the
aliens.
lanterns.
No, it was scavenging animals. And now, we'll never be sure exactly what happened that night. But thanks to a little help from the House of Mouse, some crash test cadavers, and two men who had a different definition of Imagineering, a 62-year-old mystery has maybe, mostly, been solved. So now it's my turn.
I don't buy it.
And I want to talk about
I don't buy
another
it.
side of Disney. No one's talked about this story for years, but given what's happening right now, maybe they should be. Twitter hand claps. All caps. Why is no one talking about this? Britney Spears is thankfully experiencing a public re-examination of her darkest days. In 2007,
How is Britney Spears related to this whatsoever? we're gonna watch the rest of the video, although I don't know that there's any more on Dyatlov Pass. Wait, oh my god, that reminds me though, you guys, I had a dream the other night that I was at a drag show, like a drag brunch with Hoshida, and I think First Mate Kate and some other people. And Derek Barry was performing. Only they literally weren't in drag. They were like they were topless, like just wearing a pair of like booty shorts. And they were really fat. Like maybe not really fat, but they were fat. Derek Jerry, more like. That one you're gonna have to explain. Why Derek Jerry? Because not in drag. Okay. Okay. But they were fat, right? And they were not wearing a wig, like no makeup. They were kind of going bald too. Like it was a look. It was quite the look, right? But they were serving down, like still 100% like full on Britney performance, all of the moves that you would expect from Britney, but it was just like this fat, kind of hairy, balding Derek Barry. It was amazing. It was so good.
To a world ravenous for scandal. Her head shaving and umbrella wielding was made all the more delicious because this was the fresh-faced blonde who debuted as a Mouseketeer at age 11. Oh wow. Love that Justin Timberlake patois.
Oh my god, wait, what the fuck?
It was Britney's squeaky
He's just
clean
like Steven
beginnings that,
Seagal.
in her fall from perfection, gave the public such schadenfreude. An online listicle of Disney stars that have fallen from grace informs us that Britney Spears takes the cake for being the first Disney darling gone depraved diva. But Britney was far from the first child that Disney brought to fame and then spat out after puberty. She was an advanced version of the original prototype.
I'm still so
a
skeptical
cherubic
what this
but
has to
feisty
do
boy named Bobby Driscoll. In a
with
1946
Diatlov
radio
Pass.
interview, we learn about the budding careers of the two young stars of the controversial, now missing from the Disney canon, Song of the South. In the
Oh,
film, Bobby
shit.
Driscoll plays a wealthy young boy visiting his grandmother's plantation.
Is The Song of the South your first movie, Luana?
Yes, it is.
How old are you?
I'm 8.
Is it your first picture, Bobby?
No, it was my 9th.
You've really been in a lot of movies, haven't you?
Yeah.
Are you 8 too?
No, I'm 9.
Kind of old.
Kind of old would prove to be prophetic. But no doom and gloom yet in 1946. Bobby and
Okay, listen. We're turning this shit up.
Luana were the first two actors ever to be placed under professional
I gotta know
contract.
how
Although
this
they were
relates,
Disney's
but if
sweetheart.
it is
You know,
also
like Britney and
just
Justin. By 1949,
disparaging
Bobby was awarded a Special Academy
Disney,
Award for
like-
best performance by a child actor.
I don't think I've been so thrilled in my life.
The Oscar itself was chastised. Bobby Driscoll would continue his run to stardom in Treasure Island, and then was
relevant
cast as
because
Peter
Disney
Pan,
bad. I
both
mean,
his
Disney
voice
is
and as a
bad,
model for the animated.
for
Peter
sure.
Pan was Bobby's most famous role. It's ironic that the message of the film is the difficult moment when a child considers whether or not it's safe to grow up. Because shortly after Peter Pan's release, Disney fired him, ending his contract 3 years early. The reason they gave? Puberty and acne. The actor Billy Gray, a friend of
Imagine
Driscoll, said
getting
Bobby
fired
found out
because
he
you
had
have
been
acne.
dumped by Disney, quote, by driving up to the entrance and being refused entrance into the studio. That was his notification that he was no longer needed there. Everywhere Bobby went from then on, from high school to prison, people made fun of his
It was
career as a child
actually
actor.
Bobby
I've never been able to hide
who
this
caused
face,
the
he said.
avalanche.
He was arrested for everything from drugs to burglary of an animal shelter to battery of some local surfers to pelleting someone out of a moving car with a gun that shot beans. All of these events created headlines that newspapers, even at the time, loved. He eloped to Mexico, had 3 children, but roles
I think
he
I
played in
need one of
films
those
dried to a trickle.
guns.
His loving parents insisted to reporters that Bobby had just found the wrong companions. In describing his friends, Bobby explained, "If their minds are interesting to me, I don't care if they sell illegal rattlesnake hides." Unfortunately, they were more likely to sell heroin. Bobby admitted, "I started putting all my spare time in my arm." His mother, Isabel, told a reporter, drugs changed him. That's when he became belligerent. Then he didn't care about his appearance or cleanliness, he didn't bathe, his teeth got loose. He had an extremely high IQ, but the narcotics affected his brain. His mother doesn't blame Disney for what happened to her son, but Bobby himself said, "I was carried on a silver platter and then dumped in the garbage can." Similar to Britney Spears' desperate
Like
plea,
an
we have to realize
avalanche
that we're
on
people.
some
In a strange
Russian
twist,
mountaineers.
In his late 20s, Bobby moved to New York and became a member of Andy Warhol's community at the factory, making collage and writing poetry. He even acted one last time as a nun in an experimental film project. But Warhol's cohort wasn't known for its sobriety, and Bobby's addiction spiraled. He grew sicker until one day he disappeared entirely. On March 30th, 1968, 2 children were playing in an abandoned tenement building on 10th Street in the East Village. They found a corpse of a man lying in a cot with some beer bottles and religious pamphlets strewn around him. I don't have to tell you that that corpse was Bobby Driscoll. But nobody knew it was Bobby Driscoll, the Bobby Driscoll, Disney's Bobby Driscoll. The unidentified corpse was taken to the medical examiner's office and autopsied. with
So
the
maybe
cause of
this
death
video is
determined
just
to be
kind of a
hardened
twofer?
arteries from heroin addiction. They tried to identify the penniless, indigent man by showing pictures around the village, but no one knew him. They categorized him as just another dead junkie. The corpse was fingerprinted and sent off for burial on Hart Island, where New York City buries their poor or unclaimed dead. We've talked about Hart Island before, and it was in the public eye early in the pandemic when there was a panic over mass burial in New York City.
This is a
Damn,
mass
I've
grave
never
being
heard of
done
this
for
place
coronavirus
before.
victims. Sad and generally overlooked spot.
Hart Island, a public burial ground that lies to the east of the Bronx.
Oftentimes, the poor and unclaimed are buried there.
Bobby Driscoll is one of over 1 million bodies buried on Hart Island. We don't even know exactly
That
where
has
he
to be
is
the
buried,
most
since the
fucking
records of burial
haunted
between
island that's ever
1961 and
existed.
1976 were destroyed in a fire. About a year after Bobby's disappearance, Bobby's father was dying. Even though his mother knew he was somewhere, likely using drugs again, she had to try and find him. She ran ads in New York newspapers and begged the Walt Disney Company to help locate him, but nothing materialized. Until, a year and a half after his death and anonymous burial, a city clerk sent her a letter. Using fingerprints, they had finally identified Bobby as the body that had been buried on Hart Island. Song of the South was re-released by Disney in 1972.
I can think of
Despite
one
its
more
slavery-light
haunted.
plot lines, it was once again a
One
huge
more
hit.
haunted
Folks started
island than
wondering
that?
whatever became of sweet little Bobby
Oh, wait a
Driscoll. 4 years
second.
after his death,
Topical?
The world finally learned the truth.
Topical?
He died penniless and was put in a pauper's grave, as the theatrical re-release of Peter Pan grossed hundreds of millions in international box office. The film Peter Pan begins with the line, "All of this has happened before, and it will all happen again." So there you have it. Everyone's asking, no one's asking. Disney. It giveth and it taketh away.
This video was made.
Okay, so I think her thing is just that she does one half of the video is relevant and the other half is just some shit she want to talk about. But okay, work. I mean, that was good. That was a good video for what we were talking about that was relevant. The Peter Pan thing was, I guess, you know, that was nice, right? Okay, yeah, that was my little bit of a rabbit hole on Dyatlov Pass. I actually had another video that is an hour and a half long, but I figured nobody would want to watch that but me. So I thought I would only subject you to the one that's like 17 minutes or so. But I am going to take off for the night. I hope everybody had a good time. For Tuesday, Poop on My Tits Tuesday, we will be back with the final episode of Bracket 2 All-Stars 11. And something special on Tuesday is the final update for Destiny 2. So after the KIKI with Hoshida, I'm going to be playing Destiny 2. Probably with Grumps and Eggy. If you want to join, you are welcome to join us. But yeah, I want to play some Destiny 2 just to give it a bit of a send off because this a very good game, and it is sad that it's no longer going to be in development and that there's no plans supposedly for Destiny 3. Destiny was the like first game that I read about it in Game Informer back when magazines were still relevant. And then like went to a release for that game and then like played it all the way through on the beginning like Destiny 1. So we'll be playing Destiny 2 after Drag Race. And that should be exciting. Everybody have a good night. Oh, and I'm going to post a picture of my tattoo soon in the Discord and on Instagram before it gets all flaky and nasty. So if you want to see whole, join the Discord, send a picture of your balls in a coffee cup, and I will talk to you all later. Have a great night. Goodbye.
I've been told to let it go. Beauty will follow the path you deny it, so don't lead and leave a trail to follow. Though beauty just sings of the flesh, through touch and mouth spirits, it locks my heart.